Well, this is what Monica does best, taking the ball on the rise, can't read which way that ball's going. Well, she wasn't holding back on that return.
So, first time the serve's been really threatened.
First service.
Oh, yes. Well, she saw the bar flying in, so it had to be pinpoint accurate, and it was.
Well, there's nothing Monica likes better than a really good target, and look how low she stays on that one. Hardly any follow-through either. Just a block.
Break point then, Seles, for the first break. Will to go, big point.
Well, I'm surprised she went for such a big one so early in the rally. I mean, she was really going for it on that one, and you kind of felt that perhaps she ought to knuckle down and try and got into that rally, maybe gone back cross-court before going for the big one down the line. But against the top players, sometimes you do just have to take your chances.
4-2 then.
Oh, I'm not sure I agree with that one.
No. Thought that was okay. Yeah, the immediate counter-attack.
Let's take another look at this one. Just whips that racket head over the top of the ball.
Just a little looseness starting to creep in Loit's game.
Well, she's employing the tactic of slicing it low down to Monica's forehand, and I think it's a good tactic, but then she's going for the big one, perhaps that little bit too soon in the rally.
A lot of success directly off the serve, Monica. Something she's been working at. Felt that she didn't have the potent weapon of the serve that the Williams sisters had and Davenport. I'm quite happy to get a few cheap points these days. deceptively strong, isn't she, Emily Loit? So a big chance. Break back point, second serve. And it's long. Very close. Now something happened there and we didn't pick it up, but it's first serve. Well, that's a miss to me. I wish I knew what happened. Annabelle shaking her head. You didn't see?
I didn't see. I heard the fault call. I thought it was a fault. I can only assume that the umpire overruled it, or perhaps the linesman changed his call, but I didn't hear it.
But then why first serve? Mesmerised I am by that.
Me too. Well, whatever it was, Monica came up with a huge ace on the next point, and now she's 4-3 as opposed to 5-2 is a different situation.
I think she deserved that. Yes, I can understand the overall. What I can't understand is it was a first serve. It was definitely a second serve when the call came.
I'll have to get the old rule book out in a minute, I think.
It was pretty important too.
Advantage, Seles.
So Seles with another chance to go 5-2 up. Yes, good switch. But at least she was very lucky there, Monica. Looked to be struggling, but that overall changed things around emphatically. 2-5, new ball serving to stay in the set. That was rather pushed. Second double.
Yeah, when she gets Monica on the run and moves Monica out wide to that forehand side, she's having quite a lot of success with it. It's all a bit hit and miss at the moment.
Two doubles in the game.
What was that for?
I don't know. There's a lot that's confusing me at the moment. Mind you, that's not difficult. the bleeper went off before the ball had crossed the net.
Game. Loit.
Maybe there's some more sausages being dropped.
That's not the first time I've seen a sausage on a court, you know.
Caught in lightness, I don't know.
Oh, somebody threw sausages at me when I was practicing one year in LA.
Really? I won't ask. Seles serving for the set. Hope you threw it back.
No comment. Oh, is that in?
Well, very close. A good question. Emily Loit is just having a little look across to the line judge, but not saying anything. But if it got the line, it would have only got a bit of it. Let's have a look. Might just have time to see this. Yes, it did. Oh yes, that was good from Seles. It was a pretty useful drop shot, but she covered the court there with speed and with ability when she got there.
Well, again, this is a great tactic against Monica Seles. Perhaps she should have just moved in a little bit closer to the net after it. But Monica, as you say, very quick up to that one.
Oh. So casual, but so effective.
Well, she can't half give it a blast, this one. That was off the left hip, wide open stance, timed it perfectly.
First service.
Now, it's not been vintage Seles, has it, so far?
No, it hasn't. And I always used to think when I watched Monica Seles that you never felt she could ever miss, that she had such an intensity level down there on the court that she never missed and she goes for broke. But we're seeing a lot of errors.
How could he not call that? Oh, he said he couldn't see because Monica was obscuring his view. It was about 6 to 9 inches wide, but at least he covered, the line judge covered his eyes with his hands to signify he couldn't see it. So set point for Seles. Well, perhaps a little lucky on one or two occasions, Monica, particularly with the break point that she had to save. But she's come through it, and perhaps more by the end of this evening. But if she wins this, she plays Justine Henin, the 18-year-old from Belgium, who many people have been very impressed by this week. And a lot of people think that Seles might well meet her Waterloo there.
First service.
And today took out the number 14 seed Sandrine Testud in straight sets. Very fine performance.
She's hit a real hot streak, Simon. She won the 2 warm-up events coming into this Australian Open, and she's just such a go-getter. She won't be frightened by playing against Monica Seles at all. She'll actually relish it.
Yes, the word intensity is often used about Monica, and even in the last 2 or 3 years when she hasn't been winning Grand Slams, she's had that intensity, but I don't think it's quite there at the moment. It's interesting in the press conferences, she's almost played with the press a little bit, but has hinted that as soon as she stops enjoying this, she might pack up tennis. Hasn't said that that's anywhere near happening now, but these are new words being spoken by Seles. Yes, that it was, and Loit takes the opening game of the second set pretty impressively. Just don't know what your thoughts are about the medium-term future of Monica Seles, but I think she needs a major success pretty soon, otherwise she might get dispirited.
Yes, I do, because, you know, I've watched Monica play since she was so young, and since she burst onto the scene as a giggly, gangly, sort of skinny teenager, and she's had so much success. I'm not sure how much she can carry on without the big major wins.
15 love.
I mean, she says she enjoys it, but she said, I've also got a lot of outside interests away from tennis, and you know, she gave the impression she was looking forward to time away from tennis after she finishes.
It's interesting she should say that. After the death of her father, what, 3 years ago? It seemed that tennis was what she knew and that she was most comfortable out on the court. Of course, there were very difficult stages in that. But maybe there are other interests now, although she wouldn't enlighten us as to what they were.
No, that's right. She was pressed quite hard on it in the previous press conference, and she just said, well, that's personal. I have a lot of interest, and believe me, it'll be out of the public eye. Which I thought was quite telling when you think back years ago. She used to really court the press.
A smooth serve. Ace number 5.
Well, I definitely feel this whole match, Simon, is about who serves well. I mean, they've both got almost an identical service swing. They're both good, big first servers, and that seems to be dominating this entire match.
Yes, key stat is percentage of first serve points won, i.e. when the first serve goes in, Monica's winning 83% and Emily 86%. Well done. But crucially, Monica has the break which divides them. That break in the 6th game of the first set. Well, she's an on-top player, isn't she, Emily? When she gets to dominate in rallies, which she invariably does behind her serve, she does look the business.